Broadcasting live from the ILTV studios located here at University Drive. Welcome once again to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. I'm a member of the local Catholic Christian community. I am also a justice of the peace. And of course, today happens to be Friday, the 20th of September, 2024. And of course, other than the police reporting that they are looking for two Negro men armed with cutlasses who apparently chopped another Negro man on Alexander Boulevard in Nassau Village, it seems to be kind of calm on the island of New Providence. That's the way it looks here to me. So I thank God if I am correct. But it was cloudy, and as a result of that, I anticipate that there will be some weather. I don't know, because even though as I departed my village, it was cloudy, but by the time I get to the studio, there were lots of sunshine. But I welcome each and every one of you to Freedom March. Bradley Roll, as you know, is my spiritual advisor. We are going to look at the week in review because my spiritual advisor is still under a superstitious belief that BPL has not given us an increase in electricity. So perhaps today I'm going to sit back and just allow him to speculate and to, have a major say. And I think it's going to be powerful. So Bradley Roll, I welcome you to Freedom March.
Thank you so much. Good to be here.
And you will be you will be allowed to have a free ride today.
We won't know about these promises for low electricity bills until next month.
Even though there are thousands of us who receive low bills this month.
Because those bills are not for September. Those bills are for August.
We shall call him the BPL man.
Yeah.
We'll see what he says. This is Freedom March. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. Hold on, everybody. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Hold on. Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor, and we will head straight to scriptures. Bradley?
Thank you so much, Santa. Good to be here. We're going to read today a little Bible 101 from the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verses 13 to 20. And we're going to answer a question. Was the church, or is the church, built on Jesus? Is it built on Peter? Or is it built on the confession that Peter made that Jesus Christ is in fact the Son of God? Matthew 16, 13 to 20 says, when Jesus came to the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, who do people say the Son of Man is? And they replied, some say John the Baptist, others say Elijah, and still others Jeremiah or one of the prophets. But what about you? He asks. Who do you say I am? And Simon Peter answered, you are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. Jesus replied, blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for flesh and blood has not, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, Petros, and on this rock, Petra, I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it. Verse 19. And I will give you the keys of the kingdom, and whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. And then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. Matthew 16, 13 to 20. The church is built on Jesus Christ being the Messiah, the Son of the living God. Go back to, just get back one frame. Right. Jesus replied, blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but my Father in heaven. And I tell you, you are Peter. The Greek word there is Petros. And on this rock, Petra, I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. The church is not built on Peter. The church is actually built on Jesus Christ, the Messiah that Peter confessed. He was the Messiah, or thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. Two different Greek words in verse number 18. And I tell you that you are Peter, Petros, and upon this rock, Petra, I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. I just thought I'd read that into your hearing and do a little small one-on-one explanation. There are two Greek words, Petros and Petra. The church is not built on Peter. It's built on the confession that Peter made that Jesus Christ is, in fact, the Son of the living God. Thank you so much, producer. Back to you, Senator.
Thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Indeed.
This is powerful. Well, folks, this has been an exciting week. We have seen where the government has increased the Gas Dealers Association, the gas rate, and for regular gasoline, they received a 25-cent increase. And for what is the next fuel? Not gasoline. Diesel. Thank you, my spiritual advisor. They received 15 cents. So the Gas Dealers Association, they're now satisfied. They are happier. The proposed demonstration, which they had set for this week, was canceled. So it is a good day for the Gas Dealers Association. And you would recall that I did remind them that we now need to see a new standard in the gas station businesses, because there are many of them who are operating gas station without water and gas station without adequate air, or anyone employed to patch tires. So that is great. And simultaneously with that was an announcement which the government issued informing the public that as of this month, September, all consumers will see an increase in their light bills. So that is very
Increase
interesting.
or decrease?
A decrease. Thank you, my spiritual advisor. That they will see a decrease
Yes.
in their light bill. And you would recall that I did produce on the first day of the week, the first working day, my bill, which showed that I paid a substantially lower bill than I paid the month before. But I have a female who lives allegedly in the Fox Hill constituency who claims that she is a constituent of the Honorable Fred Mitchell. Mitchell is the national chairman of the governing Progressive Liberal Party and the minister responsible for foreign affairs. Well, she has already called when we took our first adjournment, claiming once again that she cannot find Fred Mitchell, and she has not seen in her light bill any reduction. So I was happy this time that when she called, she made sure that I have her telephone number, which I can now pass to Fred Mitchell so that he can have a wonderful meeting with this wonderful female constituent who has had so much difficulty in seeing him. So I shall at some point immediately send a number to Mr. Mitchell, and it is my hope that he will make contact with this mysterious lady who claims that she is a constituent. And all I want Mr. Mitchell to do is to make sure that her garbage is being moved, and of course discuss the light bill with her, because she claims that she has not seen a reduction. And so I told her I couldn't understand why she was not seeing it, because the people of Bainstown and Grandstown were seeing it, and perhaps she should maybe reconsider where she's living, because she lives in a very highly sophisticated area in the Fox Hill constituency. And I told her that perhaps she should come into Bainstown and live among us, because it appears that Bainstown and Grandstown people, our light bills are, very low. She has argued that she's already paid for her house, and she thinks it is unfair that she should have to come to Bainstown and buy a house. Well, I kind of agree with her. Having already purchased a house in Fox Hill, perhaps she could consider selling the house and coming to Baintown and buying a house, because there is a house that I'm aware of on Augusta Street that is up for sale, and I'm certain that the people of Augusta Street would welcome her with open hands. So, my spiritual advisor, have you paid your light bill for the month of September yet?
Not paid. We got to wait and see next month.
Have you paid any bill in the month of September?
Yes.
Okay, and how did that
It's
look?
the same.
Yeah, you've seen no reduction.
It's the same, yeah.
You better have a talk with your MP.
Well, don't forget now.
Who's your member of parliament?
Leroy Major.
You need to have a talk with Leroy Major. I already had a talk with Michael Halkitas, and he assured me that the light bill is going to be reduced, and mine has been reduced.
Man, Rodney, stop it, man.
Wow.
Come on, man. You're supposed to be smarter than this, man.
Are you
You
suggesting
ain't get
to
your
me?
bill yet for September?
So it's going to be lower then?
I don't know.
So what bill did I pay?
August. You paid August bill.
So when BPL told me that I was paying for September,
Let me ask a question.
they misled me?
When you look at your, when you went into BPL, right? Did they explain to you your billing cycle?
They told me in the month of August.
Listen to me.
I'm
When you
answering
first
you.
went into
I'm answering you now.
Okay.
I went in the month of August, and I asked them what was my bill. they gave me a big bill.
The month of August.
Yes.
This last month.
And so I said to them,
when they say they give you a big bill, let me ask you a question. When you went in last month,
when I went in the month of August,
right? When was the last time you paid your bill? Because sometimes some people wait 2 months before they pay the bill. So they'll have 2 months bill left on the account.
Okay.
So when you went in, when was the last time prior to that you paid your bill?
I really don't remember.
Right, see, that's your problem.
No,
you probably did not pay your bill for a couple of months, and then when they tell you what your balance was, you probably had 2 or 3 months balance that you didn't pay. Mind you, it's cut you off after 2 months.
I paid, whether or not I had 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6 months.
No, it ain't gonna be no 6 months. It's cut you off after at least 2 months.
My spiritual advisor, do you know a man named Peter I. Bethel?
Peter Bethel.
Do you know him?
The name sounds familiar. Who is he?
Peter Bethel is the founding general manager of BEC.
Right.
I had 3 babies, and they came on a Friday night and cut off the light. And the baby then started crying. So I asked the baby mother, why are you showing crying? She said, the lights are off and the house is hot. So I called Peter I. Bethel, and I said to him, Peter I. Bethel, I live in Black Village. How you could cut off the light after 5 and ain't no place to find no money? And the baby them crying. So he asked me if that's the baby them in the back room hollering. So I said, yes. He said, Brother Monica, I'm going to send a big truck and cut your light on. And he sent a truck, cut on my light, and I was able to turn on the fan for the baby there.
Okay, so what's your point now?
My point is I've had a wonderful relationship with BEC.
And they won't cut you off.
And BPL.
And so they won't cut you
from
off.
time to time, when they cut me off, I'm able to give them a social argument as to why they perhaps ought to turn it on.
Okay.
The point that I'm making is I paid my bill and I asked them, when is the next bill? And they said to me, September bill will be ready on the 13th of September. Now, I don't, the most I could do is to accept what they tell me.
Right.
But you were telling me they misled me.
And so...
Now, you never worked for BPL.
No.
Right.
No.
So you have to accept what I told you that they say.
So...
For me, they said your next bill for September will be on the 13th of September.
Right. So,
Lord.
anyway, so
you really
hold on now. They have promised a reduction in the light bills for the month of September. So in October, when you get your bill next month, you'll be able to tell if there was a reduction.
That reduction, in my case, will be for the month of October. But I already had my September reduction. I don't know about the other rest of people.
Let me ask you a question. You realize, right?
Yes.
That you're still using electricity in the month of September. We're still in September, you know, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And so when you finish using up all of the usage for September, you'll be billed in October.
Whatever it is, I'm only telling you what they tell me. Now, if you tell me they're tricking me...
No. All I'm saying is...
If you tell me that BPL is tricking me...
I'm not saying that they're tricking you. All I'm saying is let's wait and see if the promise will hold true.
But I am
they
telling you...
They promised a reduction in the bills for the month of September, so let's wait next month and see what happens.
Well, that would be my reduction for the month of October.
Anyway, somebody from BPL, Governor Brad...
What BPL is saying?
No, that's all right.
They want to publicly comment?
No. Somebody from BPL will probably call us and be opening the lines.
To tell us
and just explain exactly what
I don't need BPL to explain nothing to me because I spoke to...
Not for you.
I want them to explain to me. I spoke...
You and the clear, you straight. Not for you.
Okay.
When they call, I want to explain to you. Yeah.
You explain to the spiritual advisor, I already had my discount. Now, BPL got some more discount for me. I would be very grateful because I've been paying high BPL rates. But I got mine in September. I look forward to one in October. And if God spare my life, in November, I look forward to another one.
You
That's
need
all
to
I'm
stop
saying.
that. Stop being dishonest, man.
How am I being dishonest
let me
if
ask
the
you a
cash
question.
should tell? Listen to me. If I pay the bill in August and I ask her, when is September bill due? And she tell me the 13th of September.
The bill for September is due on the 13th of
I
September.
only tell you what the woman tell me. I only tell you what she tell me. Now, they may fool me. They may fool me because they know that if they trick me, I can come on TV and I will talk nice for them
I know
and so forth.
I know what the problem is here.
What is the problem?
I don't know what your billing cycle is. That's what the problem is.
You forget I told you that I would authorize BPL. You don't have to get it secretly. You don't have to get it dishonestly. I shall authorize them to give it to you.
No.
So that you can tell me
No, speak to the girl and ask her.
Which girl?
What's your billing cycle?
No, I'm going to authorize you. I'm going to give you a letter.
If it's the 18th, if it's the 21st, whatever it is, then we'll see something.
I will give you a letter.
All right. I'm not going through all that. Let me ask a question, Sandra. When did the Retailers Association get that increase? The 25 cents and the 15 cents?
I think, what day was the 17th of September?
All right, let's go back.
What day was the 17th of September?
I don't know.
Check your calendar, man.
Let's go back because immediately after it was revealed that, okay.
The same day that the Dealers Association was paid.
I have it. All right? Because I know two came out together. So there was a 25 cents increase in margin for gas retailers, right? The Davis administration has approved a hike of 25 cents per gallon for gasoline and 15 cents for diesel, according to Raymond Jones, the Bahamas Petroleum Association president. Good.
What is the date of that statement?
The 17th of September.
And that was the same date that a statement that you read.
Let me read it.
You read it.
BPL.
I'm going to let you read it.
Okay.
But you read it, and shortly after you read it, I asked you, what was the date of the statement? You told me you didn't have it.
See Radio 17. So look here.
So tell us, once again, let's do it all over. What was the date of that BPL statement?
You slowy.
Would you kindly
you
answer that question? What is...
All two is the same date, September the 17th.
That's all, my spiritual
Man,
advisor.
you slow, man. Maybe you're going to move on from that.
You don't have to insult my intelligence. Just answer the question. Goodness have mercy. Give these Negroes an opportunity and we'll come back to it.
Let's finish it. Yeah.
We're not going to run away from it. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. Let the truth be told. Welcome back to Freedom March. Rodney Monk is my name. Rodney Rule is my spiritual advisor. We'll pay ads immediately.
All right, this is some ads. Looking for a quick getaway. Fly Western Air with daily flights from Freeport to Fort Lauderdale, starting at just $290 round trip, including 40 pounds of check bags. Book your next adventure now at westernairbahamas.com. Everybody needs money always, so send money internationally and locally through Western Union with MoneyMax. Download the MoneyMax app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend anytime and anywhere. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. MoneyMax, live your max life.
This is powerful.
Indeed.
Next slide.
That's it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You were making a point when we took the adjournment. Let's clear that up. What were you saying about the BPL rates?
Right, so, oh man, let's go back to because it's actually here in our phone number here. Okay, the 17th. Remember the 17th said? I lost it.
The 17th, I think, might have been a Monday.
13th.
A Tuesday.
A Tuesday?
Yeah.
I just had it here just a second ago. And
well, let's talk from your memory.
I had the two statements. I want to read it.
Okay.
Producer, why don't you pull it up and send it back to me? I just had it here a second ago. Oh, that's the devil. Hold on.
Yeah.
Where's the devil's hand?
The devil is in your phone.
Looks it right here. So there was a statement released on the 17th of September. It says for immediate release, the 17th of September, 2024, Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited, BPL, wishes to inform its valued customers that we have made an adjustment to the fuel charge for the September 2024 billing cycle. The adjustment will reflect a decrease in the fuel charge per kilowatt as compared to the previous months of July and August. So this is consistent with the government's commitment to explore optimal alternatives to lower the cost of electricity generally to BPL customers. So the adjustment for the fuel surcharge is for the billing cycle of September, not August and July.
Right. Right.
So
that statement is consistent with what I told you.
Oh, so you tell me that you already paid your bill for September?
That's what I told you, and it was at a reduced price. Because when I went to pay my bill in August, I questioned the cashier. And then when she finished, I paid everything that I owe her, and I said to her, when is September bill due?
When you say due, what do you mean? Like
when should I return to pay September bill?
And she tell you come September the 13th.
She told me come on the 13th. I don't know which day the 13th is.
So you already been on the 13th?
I been on the 17th, on the day of the statement. That's what I was telling you.
Okay.
And when you were talking, I took out my receipt and I gave it to you. And I said, now listen, what date is on this receipt?
So you went on the 17th to pay your bill, right?
Yes.
And this statement actually came out on the 17th?
Yes.
So they did the adjustment immediately then?
They would have done the adjustment before the statement came out.
That ain't what they're saying, though.
No, that's because you are miscomprehending. Don't forget where you went now.
Okay. So when did they make the adjustment in the fuel surcharge per kilowatt? Was it in August?
I can't answer that technical question. You want me to be honest with you? Listen to what I say. I went to the...
You paid your bill on the 7th of September.
Yes.
And this notice came out on the 7th.
Yes. Don't you know who I am? I don't want to be arrogant on TV. I work for the PLP government.
All right.
Jesus have mercy. I don't want to come out and tell you that. I shouldn't be telling the people that.
I don't know what you're getting emotional for.
I'm getting emotional because I don't want people to know.
So this was an automatic adjustment. It happened right on the 17th. Is what you're saying.
My spiritual advisor. Folks, forgive me
Jesus
for my
Lord.
arrogance. I didn't want my spiritual advisor to know that my heir is in the government office dam. That would look like I'm showing off. It would look like I'm being arrogant. I didn't want to do that.
Okay.
So I was pointing out to him that in August, I asked that Negro cashier what my bills were. She gave me my bill. I paid up to August. She said, I asked her, when is September bill due? She told me, I'm only telling you what the woman told me. The 13th, the PLP issue a statement on the 17th, and I walk into BPL that same day and pay it. It would be unfair for me to reveal that I know many positive things that the government is doing. I don't want to do that. Don't forget who I am. Politically, I'm an F&M.
So you're saying the government did this even before they released a statement?
Yeah, if we're going to give you a reward in this month, then we have to prepare it. So that when we announce that for the month of September, you are having this reduction, the thing already kicked in.
Okay, so all right. So what you're telling me is that when the government released that statement on the 17th, this was the adjustment was done before the 17th, actually.
Yeah, it might have happened on the 1st of September. It might have happened on the 2nd.
Let me ask you a question. When did the gas retailers receive the 25 cents increase?
Well, we have to look at when the Prime Minister announced it. The Prime Minister announced it.
On the 17th.
He announced it on the 17th, or did he announce it on the 16th?
All right, let's go back to this and see.
All you have to do is to look at when the
back.
Prime Minister appeared on what the fat man name show. What's his name now? Zedness.
Who? Don't do that. You know,
Huh?
Don't do that.
What the man
Now
name?
you see why people be upset with you?
My spiritual advisor, stop getting
He has a
emotional.
name. What's his name?
That's what I'm asking you now.
How
What's
is
his
what
name?
you talking about?
Okay. And so when the Prime Minister appeared on his show, the Prime Minister revealed it.
Okay.
And it appeared in the Negro media, I think, the following day, which would have been the 17th.
Okay, so Eyewitness News, right,
Yes.
released something on the 17th.
What did it release?
Gas hike approved. And it says gas consumers will spend between $1 to $3 more at the pump per week following the government's approval of a margin increase for gas retailers. The Davis administration have approved a hike of 25 cents per gallon for gasoline and 15 cents per gallon for diesel. Now this happened on the 17th. So you think the gas station retailers got this 25 cents before the 17th?
I don't know when they got it.
Okay.
All that I'm saying to you is this. Listen to me.
You want me to call a gas retailer so we can talk to them on the air?
Anything you want to do to bring down the government, you're free to do it.
Man, Senator, what you talking about? We're just trying to straighten up this point.
My spiritual advisor, that is not an important point. This is the important point here.
Do we call this gas retailer?
No, don't call him.
Let's call
Bastian. Don't call him. When the government give the Gas Dealers Association, are you listening to me or are you distracted?
I'm not distracted.
When they give them the increase, you saw it as the consumer losing, right? And then I give you a strange argument.
When it's what you mean consumer losing, I mean, obviously, the 25 cents increase, the government decided to put it on the consumer side,
Right.
and not the government stamp tax side.
Right.
All right?
Right.
So gas per gallon now has gone up 25 cents,
Right.
and diesel's gone up 15 cents.
Right.
So we're paying.
Right.
Now,
And
how
then-
did the government offset that?
And I have suggested to you, but because you wasn't thinking, you couldn't push me back. You could have pushed me back if you were thinking, but you weren't thinking. You were distracted. So I dropped something on you, and you didn't see a minor weakness in my argument. Anyway, folks, there is a decrease at BPL. I got mine. Now, if BPL fooled me, they're good. They fooled me nice. I left feeling comfortable that everybody won. All right? Don't forget what that man say now. What the man name? The tall man. He said everybody won, and that was true. The Gas Dealers Association, they won. The consumers, they won. But my spiritual advisor was distracted. So there was something that I said that he could have pushed back. His problem is he's not a real F&M.
You win.
I won. What do you mean if I win?
I mean,
don't forget who I am, you know. I'm a man who proclaimed to be an F&M, but I'm keeping company with the PLP government. I got the two arguments, and I got history with it. That's the advantage that I have.
Whenever you go back, just find out when your billing cycle actually drops.
I'm not concerned about my billing cycle.
Man, because that's
I'm concerned,
in between this, what they charge you, see?
I'm concerned about what they told me. They said, listen, in the month of September, you are going, that's when you're going to pay your bill. That's when you're getting your reduction. I got mine. I don't mind showing up next month and they give me another one. But I felt comfortable. Particularly, there was a distinguished Negro man behind me who, upon hearing what my bill was, he was shocked.
Anyhow, when we open the lines, please, what was your bill like for the month of August compared to if you've gotten the bill for September?
And please
tell me
don't
if you get a
tell
reduction.
me lies. Because what is happening here, my spiritual advisor,
You didn't think a lie to you?
There are people who are deliberately misleading. Don't forget, there's a new concept in the United States now, you know, I just learned.
What's it called? Fake news?
No, it's called facting.
Yeah, fact checking, yeah.
What is it called?
Fact check.
Well, I'm going to fax them.
Because that's what they need to do with Donald Trump.
Right? So, why you bring up Trump?
Anyhow. No.
I want people to see how my spiritual advisor,
listen.
he's flip-flopping. He started out as a Trump man, and all of a sudden,
I want Trump to win, you know.
All of a sudden,
but Trump got to stick to the issues, man.
He is playing black. It's amazing. Stop playing black, man. Jesus have mercy. Anyway, let me offset him playing black.
Listen,
okay?
we have too many things going on in this country.
Trump, fight. Trump. You say that. Trump, fight. Stop playing black, man.
We get too much things going on in this country, man.
You're a real black man, okay?
Worrying but Donald
There's
Trump.
no candidate who is as
Don't forget now, we can't vote in America, you know.
Who can't vote in America?
Me and you. We can't vote.
You don't know what I could do. You know how many illegal immigrants are voting in the United States?
Me and you could never affect change in America.
In America?
Yeah.
Boy, listen.
Number one, we Negroes. Remember that.
What that means? Trump loved us. Trump loved the Negroes. Anyway, are you finished with this light bill issue now?
Yeah, we're done with that.
Okay. You accept what the Prime Minister said? You see,
the notices are out.
No, I'm talking about the notices now. The Prime Minister personally said.
Right, so we read what he says.
And what did he say?
And let's look and see if it happens. That's all.
What did he say?
Man, I have to go back to this again?
Not that! That's BPL's statement.
So what did the Prime Minister say?
Prime Minister has his own statement.
Okay, read it.
All right? And the Prime Minister's statement, I'm telling you what it is. The Prime Minister's statement...
We got a call? Yeah, let's take this call, man. Welcome to Freedom March call. You're live.
Hello?
Good afternoon, caller. Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Monk. I'm spiritual advisor.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, with the light bill, I got my statement, September bill, 13th. Now, what they normally, Mr. Monk, if I see on these people, they'll give you a date, what the bill is for September, and they'll give you a time frame to pay it, which will be the following month. Like my due date to pay this September bill will be the 14th of October. But I see a decrease in my light bill to compare with August month.
So you already have your bill for September?
Yes, I do.
And you
send it to my Gmail.
Okay, and you see a decrease in your bill?
On the 13th, they sent it to me.
They sent it on 13th of September?
Yes, sir.
But that 13th of September is not due until what?
So by due till the 14th of October to pay it.
Right, that's your
They gave a grace period.
Okay.
Yeah, I just normally still pay it pay it. You know, I don't wait till the October. No, when
Yes,
I
ma'am.
get my pension money at the end of the month, I go and I pay my bill.
All right, so you see a decrease.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Compared to August month.
Okay, all right.
Okay, have a blessed day.
Probably using less electricity. All right, thank you so much, caller.
My spiritual advisor, just accept.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You accept what people are saying when you get your bill and you pay your bill.
Yeah, that's it. Yes,
You
welcome to
produce
Freedom
your
March,
bill.
caller. Go ahead.
That's what you do.
Spiritual advisor,
Yes, sir.
listen to me. This light bill thing, this depends on you. Whatever you use, you pay for. Go when you're leaving home in the daytime, pull out your microwave plug, pull out your toaster plug, pull out your teapot plug, pull out your plugs. Even though you're not using them, they're still consuming some type of current because they're on. Okay? But I didn't call on no light bill today because when my light bill come, I can't see if the light on or off. I has anything because of the air conditioning.
Oh, okay.
But listen to me. I want to comment, Mr. BK, I got to say BK Barnaby, Mikhail Barnaby, on being the number one. They are the number 10 politicians. And he ended up being number one. Okay? Now, I want to comment him and congratulate him on his number one spot. But I still want him to know that there's something that I'm waiting on that he's checking on for me. He notices. But Brother Michael,
Sir?
I want you to bring out spiritual advisor to the breakfast in the morning, please.
Where are you having breakfast?
At the PLB headquarters. The
What?
PLB having breakfast from 8 to 11.
And that's tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Is that in accordance with their
With
third
the anniversary.
celebration?
Yes, sir.
And I am authorized to bring the spiritual advisor.
Please.
Okay. I thank you very much.
I've never met him. I want to meet him in person. I might
All right, thank you so much.
slip something in his yarn.
Okay.
Bring him tomorrow, Brother Michael.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Talking about Mikhail Barnaby, let's see that video that I have there, because I'm impressed over the fact that I've raised an issue over bathrooms at the University of the Bahamas, and I've also raised an issue of bathroom elsewhere, and I'd like to see how Mikhail dealt with the bathroom that I raised elsewhere as opposed to what these women, freedom fighters, how they dealt with the university bathroom. Because
come here to work. Today, me and my executives decided to get out of our executive offices, get on the ground with the people. We are currently at Monarchy bathroom, and we're going to be here for the entire day. We're cleaning all of the bathrooms, the toilets, the urinals, the face bowls. We're here for it, my team and I. Parks and beaches.
So far, the new staff in training is doing a good job. I want them to keep it up. Don't do good because the supervisors here, and when I turn my back, they do something else. But they're doing a good job today.
They clean the walls, they clean the toilets, sanitize everything every day. And as people use the bathroom, you come to morning. Yes.
It's rain. So I got it raining though.
The building next door to the water. And I get sick. One garbage right on the side. Right on there. When they come on the thin sand on their feet, we put them on them, we wash their feet off before they enter the bathroom.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
And when I'm talking to you, you don't walk away.
I apologize.
Okay, ma'am.
welcome back to Freedom March. We have breaking news. BPL has sent my spiritual advisor a statement. Go ahead, read
Yes,
it.
sir,
Let me
it's
hear
a
it.
statement. It's an explanation I was trying to explain to you.
Tell us
Okay.
what they say.
Now, here's what it says, right?
And tell me
now,
who at BPL told it to you.
Remember, okay? If your bill comes on September 13th, it is not September bill. It is the bill for the consumption of the previous 30 days. So you won't see September bill until October. Why? I mean, that it makes sense. That's what it is.
It makes sense to you.
All right. So,
this is a
you will
difference.
see your September bill or difference next month, not this month.
Listen to me. I specifically questioned the woman. And if BPL has an ignorant...
You didn't understand.
No. What makes you think I don't understand? I understand English. And her English wasn't that sophisticated that I could not comprehend.
What was her last name?
I'm not going to call her name on
Is it last
TV.
name? Pierre?
Who, the woman?
Yeah.
No.
Not Pierre?
No.
Okay.
No. Barbara Pierre don't work there. Why are you laughing? Huh? Barbara Pierre doesn't work there. That's the only Pierre I know. And the lady told me in August, my next bill was due. I asked her specifically, what is the bill in September? And then I paid off all the other bills. It's the same thing I did with BTC. I said to BTC, I want, when I leave from here, I don't owe you nothing. And then they give me a figure. I paid them. Then when I returned, I'm in a position, based on what they said, I said, now sign this receipt confirming what you just told me. All right? So I want you to know that I knew secretly the government's intention to reduce.
That has nothing to do with...
And that is why are you listening to me? That is why I asked specifically those questions. Now, did I receive it? I'm of the opinion, based on what the woman say and based on my bill, that I got the reduction. If my spiritual advisor is correct that I didn't, it means that October, it's going to be real cheap.
So let's see. Let's wait.
That's what it means.
Let's wait and see.
But I got it. Now, I like him.
Let's wait and see.
He's the kind of Negro who goes and keep quiet. I don't do that. I listen. I ask questions. Depending on your answer, I may challenge you on it. Not to be disrespectful, but to make sure that I leave comfortably realizing what the facts are. I am satisfied. And I've had a Negro lady who called and said she's had an identical experience. All right, and then of course I had a woman who called me offline who claimed for months she can't find Fred Mitchell, and she has had me on a chase where she would tell me garbage is on the corner. I then have a man who I dispatch and say, go to that spot and check it. He goes to the spot and texts me back and say, he ain't seen no garbage. All right, but today I have a number, so I'm able to pass it on to Fred Mitchell and say, listen, this is the woman number. Would you please call this woman? Because this woman called me all the time telling me she can't find you. And I'm certain that Mr. Mitchell is interested in that. So that's all it is. If I tell you the government give me the increase, what you
Not
upset
increase,
about?
decrease.
The decrease, what you upset about?
Who upset?
The government give me a decrease. All right?
Oh,
Don't take no more calls. Don't take no more calls. All right?
sorry?
If you got BPL manager, we'll take the call.
We got 3 people on the line.
Let's take that calls.
Welcome to Freedom House Call. You're live.
Mr. Marcus, stop that foolishness here.
What foolishness, my dear?
You have people on the line.
Oh, I didn't know you were there. Welcome to Freedom March. What's on your mind?
You have people on
My
the line,
dear,
Mr.
stop
Marcus.
rowing. I hate women who wouldn't submit.
Okay, good day. How you guys doing?
We're fine, and I call you to a day of submission. Don't you know you're talking to 2 wonderful men?
Yes, I know, but I was on the line holding for a long time.
I apologize. What is on your mind?
Turn your radio down first, please.
What I want to discuss is this light bill business.
Okay, where do you live, first of all?
I got my bill on Thursday, and my bill is $70 more than my last bill.
Where do you live?
I live in Oaksfield.
Oaksfield.
Yes.
Are you living in a yard that is principally people like yourself?
Yes.
Do you have any drop card?
No, sir. I don't live like that.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Speak.
So I mean, I didn't receive any degrees.
Now you
So-
live in Oaksville.
Yes, sir.
I have the final test for you. If you fail this test, I'm hanging up on you. What constituency you live in?
Fort Charlotte.
And you live in Oaksville?
I live on the Oakfield side of Fort Charlotte.
And what's your corner name?
I don't want to tell you what my corner name.
Why? You think I recognize your voice?
No, you don't recognize my
Woman,
voice.
I'm your leader. I thank you for the call.
I thank you too.
I will
But,
speak to Alfred Sayers to find out how come your bill is high.
He's gonna have a rude awakening.
Well, you
I
better-
haven't
you-
seen him.
Let me tell you,
The last time he was campaigning, I haven't seen him
Pull out
since.
them plugs. Pull out them plugs. To Freedom March, my name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Rule is my spiritual advisor. I think we have some birthdays, do we?
We have a couple birthdays.
Go ahead.
But let me ask, okay, yeah. And after we do the birthdays, would you do the honors and send condolences to Trivago Line?
What happened to Jabari?
I understand his mom passed away.
I'm going to let you do it, and then I will support you.
Okay, all right. So we're going to do some birthdays. Let's see. Yes, Duran Palacios. We want to wish Duran Palacios. He's 41 years old. Happy birthday to Duran Palacios, coming from all your family and friends. May you live to enjoy many, many more. Alicia Smith. We understand Alicia Smith is celebrating the birthday. Happy birthday to Alicia Smith. It's coming from a mother, a brother, and a family. Idina Thurston is celebrating the birthday. Happy birthday to Idina Thurston from Mangrove Keandras. It's coming from the ladies at Sherelle's Beauty Salon. Idina Thurston is 80 years old. Happy 80th birthday to Idina Thurston. Kalisa McKenzie is celebrating the birthday. Happy birthday to Kalisa McKenzie. It's coming from your mom, Melinda, your brother, Tyler, kids, Mellow, Harmony, and H. Enjoy your day, Kalisa McKenzie. Sorry, excuse me. Beyonce Taylor is celebrating the birthday. Happy birthday to Beyonce Taylor. It's coming in from your family and friends. Enjoy your special day. Lots of blessings. All right, then we have Tiana Stubbs. Tiana Stubbs is celebrating the birthday in Coral Springs. Happy 11th birthday. Greetings coming from your parents in Florida, Omar and Teresa Stubbs, your grandmother, Ina Rose Stubbs in Bimini, your aunt, Meredith Stubbs, Henfield, and family in Freeport. Also Ken Stubbs and the rest of the family in Freeport and Bimini. We love you, and we hope to see you soon. Happy birthday to Tiana Stubbs. Okay, Elsie Mae McIntosh is celebrating the birthday. Birthday greetings going out to Elsie Mae McIntosh. It's coming in from Toronto, Janea, your grandson Jakeem, son-in-law, family and friends, your godchildren, Anthony, Rajane, Antonia, and Ajane, especially your best friend, Renee Etienne. Happy birthday to Elsie Mae McIntosh. Okay, so birthday greetings is coming from, this one, the twin boys. Which one is this?
Just call, they identical.
Okay, so happy birthday greetings. It's coming from your mother and your father.
You didn't call their names?
I don't have a name here.
Their names are there. It's not there?
No.
Okay.
Which one is this?
You know them, my spiritual advisor, they wait for you.
I know, I try to
Just
remember.
call their names, Jesus have mercy.
The name escaped me for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so birthday greetings coming from your mother and your father, Marvin, Austin, and Denise, your auntie, attorney Darrell Dorset, Donald Dorset, your uncles, Ambrose and Charles, and other family and friends. They love you. Forgive me, I am so sorry I forgot the names. So happy birthday. Aiden or Caden? Which one is this one? Now the name come back.
One is Aiden and one is Caden. They're identical twin. Anyone you could call Aiden.
Okay. So happy birthday to Aiden and Caden.
Right.
All right. Happy birthday to you guys. It's coming from your mother and father, Marvin Austin and Denise Mills, your auntie, attorney Donald Dorset, your uncles Ambrose and Charles, and other family members and friends. They love you guys. Happy birthday to those twin boys, okay?
And Aiden and Caden, it also comes from the food store.
Central Food Store, yes.
Goodness of mercy.
Our good friends, Aiden and Caden.
This is powerful. And you go to the Central Food Store and pick up...
Which food store is that?
What is food store?
You say Central, that's on East Street.
What is the name of your food store?
Centerville Food Store. Not my food store, that's Horace Miller Food Store.
Go to Horace Miller's Food Store, the Centerville Food Store. Am I saying it correctly?
Yes, Centerville Food Store, yes.
And pick up 2 complimentary Vitamals. Tell Horace, send the bill to me. It's powerful.
Okay, so we want to send a special shout out to Linda Pinder celebrating her 72nd birthday. We understand she's in Freeport, so special shout out to Linda Pinder celebrating her 72nd birthday. She's in Freeport. But on a somber note, we want to send our condolences to the former Member of Parliament. That's Javago Lang. We understand that his mother passed away. And we are sending our condolences to him, coming in from myself and Rodney here at Freedom March. We pray for you and your family this time, as I know how it must be for you, because you always talk with your mother. You love your mother so much, I listened you talk with your mother so much on your shows, but we want to send our heartfelt condolences to Travago Lang and the passing of his mother, former Senator Naomi Seymour. May she rest in peace. Condolences to you and the family.
I join my spiritual advisor in extending my personal sympathies to Mr. Lang and his family on the passing of his mother. May she rest in peace.
Yes. I think that's it. You have any more?
Nope, that's it.
Yeah.
So, folks, an interesting article in the paper involving the former Free National Movement Minister of Tourism, that is Mr. Denuncio de Aguilar. De Aguilar, in the paper, he is criticizing Atlantis in the aftermath of a heads of agreement which the Progressive Liberal Party signed with Bahama, which was originally owned by his friend Sarkis Ismailian. And of course, I kind of sense that De Aguilar is very upset over this new economic incentive, this new heads of agreement, which was signed by the Davis administration with the executives of Bahama. And so he moves, therefore, to criticize Atlantis and to argue that the Progressive Liberal Party government should put pressure on Atlantis to open up 600 hotel rooms, which Mr. De Aguilar has alleged that they closed during the pandemic. So this is very interesting. And you can't blame De Aguilar, because if Ismailian was my friend and the Chinese take away the hotel and new ownership, I too would be upset, because we must not forget that relationship which existed between De Aguilar and Ismailian prior to De Aguilar entering frontline politics and prior to De Aguilar becoming a parliamentarian and a minister in the last Hubert Alexander administration. You would recall that De Aguilar was blessed by Mr. Ismailian when he named a whole suite behind him, after him. I have many friends, but I've not been blessed where any friend has ever named a bedroom, a front room, a suite after me. And I got plenty of friends. But Mr. De Aguilar had a whole suite, and I visited the suite because in the year 2017, perhaps 16, 17, I was already appointed a senator by decent Loretta Butler Turner, and the governing Progressive Liberal Party was holding a major event at Bahama just prior to the official opening. And the Chinese had an area that was off limit. And so I decided I would walk about. I was accompanied by a young man, and he said to me, he finds it interesting that the Chinese wouldn't allow nobody to go behind them plywood. So I said, well, what could the Chinese be hiding? Take me around there. So we went, and when I got there, I ran into a Negro worker, and I said, listen, what the Chinese got in the back here hiding? He said, this is where Mr. De Aguilar's suite is located. So I said, well, I've never seen a suite named after De Aguilar. How can I get in? So the fellow said, don't tell nobody, I tell you, but go right through there, Mr. Manka. So I went in and I saw that suite. Listen to me, when I got in the back there and I saw what Mr. Ismarillion, Lord have mercy, I've never seen such companionship. Never have I seen that. Do you know what that was, man? A whole suite. A whole suite. But so the Aguilar is right to create this economic row because the Aguilar friend did lose out, and it was a wonderful suite, and I regret that thousands of Bahamians were not blessed to have had that experience that I had, where I was able to get behind all that plywood that they had the place just, and I was able to see that suite. And I'm going to make a confession. I may God forgive me. I really was jealous. I was jealous. I said, boy, oh boy, what a suite. What manner of man are these two that you would build a big, big hotel and name a suite after your best friend. You hear me? But it was a wonderful suite. Yeah, suite is the name, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Am I saying it correctly?
Yes, in the hotel suite, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a suite. It was a sweet, sweet, sweet that I'd never seen it. It was mystical. It was mysterious. And every time I saw the Aguilar, I had to remember, that man is my cousin. That man is my cousin. And I used to look at him and wonder, what mysticism is this? Do you know what it is?
So is it S-W-E-E-T or S-U-I-T-E?
Say it again.
Is it S-W-E-E-T or is it S-U-I-T-E?
I can't spell sweet, you know.
What are you talking about?
You don't know what is a suite in a hotel?
No, which suite is it?
My spiritual
You say it's a sweet, sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
So which suite is it?
My spiritual advisor, how do you spell sweet?
Which one?
You don't know
The
what
room or the taste?
the room.
Okay, so that's S-U-I-T-E.
You're not
sweet.
sweet. Jesus have mercy.
But if you say something is sweet, like orange Fanta,
Yeah.
it's sweet.
Listen to
That's
me.
S-W-E-E-T.
And so the Aguilar, I'm going to ignore the devil. And the Aguilar is very, very upset with Bahama. And he obviously is very upset with his head's agreement.
Didn't they name him after his father?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I said that was the name after his father. That was the name after him.
No, I don't think it's him.
My spiritual advisor, the Mr. Ismarillion, did not go to college with the Aguilar daddy. Okay?
So it was named after the Aguilar.
It was named after the
I
Aguilar.
never, that wasn't a story I got. I got a different story. But anyhow, you may be right.
You been to the suite?
No. Have you?
I've been to the, I just told you I've been to the Aguilar suite. All right?
And how does sweet look?
It was sweet. Man, that was sweet. That was a sweet suite. And it had so many wonderful, exotic drawing. I didn't know
Okay.
the Annuncio
So it's a lovely place.
was an artist, and it was great. And I must confess, I was jealous. And if I ever have a friend who in my lifetime were to build, let's say, a motel, I'm going to have to say to them, I need a suite named after me. So it was great. And so now he's criticizing Atlantis, and he wants the government to compel Atlantis to open up the 400 room so that they would give competition to Bahama. Well, I'm going to go with the Aguilar because the Aguilar is my family, and blood is thicker than water. Don't be no fool in this now. In this row, I'm going to go with the Aguilar because the Aguilar is my cousin, and blood is thicker than water. So I thought I would tell that to you because the Aguilar is very, very upset. And it is interesting to note that when he was the Minister of Tourism, that is when, if I remember correctly, Atlantis closed down these alleged 400 to 600 rooms. And what did he say? What did he do? He didn't go to the Parliament and move a resolution condemning Atlantis. He didn't go to the Parliament and move a bill telling Atlantis, be it resolved that you open up them 600 rooms. No, he didn't do that. He played cool. Now he in opposition. All right? He in opposition. Now he won't talk. We had our chance as government. And that is what FNMs must understand. And that is what PLPs must understand. The PLP must do the right thing now that they have power. But I'm going to leave that alone, and I'm going to look at the PLP minister, because I had a PLP woman stalwart who called me today who's very upset. And so she's being very upset. And I want her to know that the PLP is having a major celebration tomorrow. And this might be a good time for her to come down so she could row at the PLP headquarters. But let's look at it. I think I'm going to throw some jazz after the Social Service Minister, Miles LaRoda, because Miles LaRoda is supposed to find a house for the woman them. You know, there's been all of these allegations of domestic violence, and apparently Miles LaRoda is the minister responsible for domestic violence. Isn't that powerful? And I'm looking, domestic violence shelter not bought yet. 4 months after Social Services Minister, Miles LaRoda said the government would buy a shelter for domestic violence victims by the end of June. Officials are still finalizing the funds transfer. Mr. LaRoda said he expected to have an answer yesterday on whether the payment had been made, noting that all paperwork and the vetting of purchase documents had already been completed, and it was now a matter of moving the funds between entities. In June, Minister LaRoda said the government expected to secure a building for the shelter by the end of the budget year, which concluded in June. He also mentioned plans for an additional shelter to be operated in partnership with the Ministry of National Security and the Royal Bahamas Police Force Domestic Violence Unit, although the Davis administration allocated a $500,000 for the shelter. Ongoing delays in operationalizing the facility have prompted advocates and non-profit organizations to question whether the government will deliver on the promise. So I'll stop there. Miles LaRoda has me very, very displeased. I've been quietly talking to him, complaining, and every time I pinpoint his location, he ends up departing minutes before I arrive. I'm suspicious. I wonder if law enforcement is monitoring me and telling Miles LaRoda that I'm heading to his secret location so that he can duck me. I have a 77-year-old PLP woman, a stalwart, and she has been blessed to have a wonderful husband who has died and left her by herself in a big, big, big house. Really, the house is big. I'm shocked at the size of the house. Have you ever been to a house where the front room, you got like 5, 6, 7 front room? I got lost in her front room. When she took me, I couldn't find my way back out of the house. I had to show her and say, Madam, you got too much front room. All she got is front room. Now she is under pressure because Inland Revenue is threatening her. She ain't got no husband. She got one daughter. She ain't working, and she should not have to be harassed to pay real property tax when she ain't got it. Simple as that. Ought to be exempted. It's taking too long to be exempted. And then the worst part about it is they wouldn't give her no food voucher. And she can't believe it, because in the midst of the F&M, she stood her ground out east, and she remained PLP and committed. Now me and Miles gonna fall out if he can't get them F&M in charge of social service to issue food vouchers to that old PLP stalwart. Now y'all hear what I say? That is what is going to happen. All right? I don't want to hear how big her house is. I don't want to hear how much bedroom she got. I don't want, this is true. I've been in a house, them bed high. But Algernon Allen and Mother Pratt had to fix the roof of a woman living in the white coconut grove. You heard me? When they were in charge of urban renewal. Because when it came to my attention, I went looking for them. I asked them, what you doing in the white coconut grove doing urban renewal? And then they told me, they said, listen, that's one of the people them. Yeah, they're in the white coconut grove with the roof leaking. And what you want us to do? Let the woman roof leak? So I had to keep quiet because they prick my social consciousness. And if Algernon Allen and Dame Cynthia, while serving as co-chairman of urban renewal, could go into the White Grove, do you hear what I tell you? In the White Grove, they put aside class, they put aside color, they put aside race, and they went into the White Grove and repair roofs in the name of urban renewal. Now you mean to tell me Miles can't slip? Or should I be obnoxious and say he can't thief some government vouchers and give it to an old PLP stalwart woman? Come on, something is fundamentally wrong with that. And if he can't get them F&M in social service to agree to give an elderly citizen who's a PLP stalwart councillor food vouchers, then he should find some PLPs who got some of these juicy contracts to make a social donation to a PLP committee to take care of elderly PLP stalwarts. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, all right? And I can talk about it because the woman is upset, she's depressed, and I call that domestic violence. This is for the march. God save PLP women who are stalwarts. God save PLP women who held the fort, but seems to have been forgotten. Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley, do you have an ad?
Yes, just do these ads quickly. Looking for a quick getaway. Fly Western Air with daily flights from Freeport to Fort Lauderdale, starting at just $290 round trip, including 40 pounds of checked bags. Book your next adventure now at westernairbahamas.com. Everybody needs money, so send money always, internationally and locally through Western Union with MoneyMax. Download the MoneyMax app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend anytime and anywhere. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available in the Apple Store and Google Play Store. MoneyMax, live your max life.
This is powerful. So we have a birthday, which is coming from the family of Police Detective Dwight Brown, a.k.a. have a great one. And his birthday is tomorrow. That's Saturday, September the 21st. Yes. And so we want to wish Detective Dwight Brown a very, very happy birthday. It comes to him from his family. It's powerful. Okay, my spiritual advisor, you may take your phone calls.
Yeah, the lines are open. You can call us now if you want to engage us in conversation. The numbers are 323-7775, 698-0775, 698-0776. So we got about 25 minutes. We can entertain some calls before the weekend starts. So please call us. The line's open. Call in now, 323-7775, 698-0775, 698-0776. Sandra, you notice on the front of the Guardian that the Prime Minister made a statement about the Pike deal, and it was not really settled or sealed as yet. But yesterday, I noticed for months, though, those Pike trucks were on the road working and doing things. So how could you not have a deal done, settled, or in place, but the company is actually here working?
Well,
that's interesting.
Well, perhaps he might be saying that there's a legal word that I'm looking for. I'll find that word shortly. All it means is perhaps they have not completely signed off yet. But
the trucks are here. Obviously, the company is here. Because I've seen a lot of Caucasian men working along with these trucks.
Okay, and certainly there is an agreement that will eventually be signed. So let the work begin. Take the call.
Welcome to Freedom House Call. You're live.
Advisor.
You're there? Go ahead, caller.
And good afternoon, Senator.
Sir.
See, Senator, you know what time it is. When it was Bahamas Telecommunications Corporation that belonged to the Bahamian people, the government of the day could not sell that as it was, because it belonged to the Bahamian people. So what they did was they created another company called BTC, so they can transfer the asset from the Bahamian people to BTC, and then the government did what they had to do with it. So no kind of legal stuff. It's the same thing with BEC. Bahamas Electricity Corporation was turned into BPL, and the assets transferred over, and the government was allowed now to sell that. So when he tell you the deal ain't finalized, he means the deal with the new company that has now come in. But Senator, you know that. Now,
well,
the reason I call it.
No. Hold on a second. I'm not sure that you are legally correct. In the case of BTC, one of the reasons why they could not sell not BTC, but Telco in its corporate state was that there were existing suits against them. And if they had sold that company, whoever purchased the company would have purchased the mess that the company was in. So the strategy then was to take out the asset and transfer it to a new company which had no legal issues. I hope you understand what I'm saying. But go ahead.
Let me ask you a question, Senator.
Go ahead.
So who did the company belong to?
The company belonged to the people, but as you know, managed on its behalf by the Bahamas government.
Okay, good. Now, my next point, Senator Munker, do you believe, or and spiritual advisor believe, that this D average is really active?
Which
in
average?
the country?
Which average?
The D average.
D average is very outstanding in our society.
Because when it comes to this Bobby Boy saga, Bahamian people still choose to be emotional, try something in the court of public opinion that makes no sense.
What is it?
If Brian was what he say he was, then why, Senator, did he put in an injunction the day before he was supposed to change his name?
Well, perhaps he thinks that he is correct. Perhaps he thinks that he has a legal, persuasive argument that if a judge, what he hear, may agree with him.
Listen, okay, Senator, I hear you.
Yeah.
But prior to putting in his injunction at the last second, Brian said he never received a correspondence from the Registrar General's office to change his name.
Notwithstanding
Now,
that would be a good reason to quickly run to the court. If the Registrar General, you didn't receive any notice from her, but you are hearing that she is threatening to strike you off, you think she is wrong, you think the decision is corrupt, then
that is a possibility.
Yes.
But Rodney Munker, if you reserve a license plate 0000, that's yours on your car every year, and then you leave that unattended for several years, that now becomes vacant.
Well, that all depends. That all
if
depends.
you don't pay for that, Rodney Munker, that comes vacant.
That all depends. I hear your point. Make your point, but that all depends because I can give you an example where there was a number, right? But the F&M refused to recognize the number, accusing people of receiving it unlawfully from Pinling.
Were they correct?
Well, they sure lost in the Supreme Court because I beat them.
Thank you. My last point is this.
Yes.
If the Attorney General did not do their due diligence when Trevor Davis went there and found out that that name was vacant or available, you think they was going to give Brian them a name? As a matter of fact, let me educate y'all in the public on the name belongs to the old body boy. That name what Brian them got is registered to John Archer, Johnny Moore. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Gordon. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rowland, Mr. Munker.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Munker.
Yes?
I called you a few weeks ago, reference to you getting some answers for me from the Minister of Health as to when they would be getting a replacement for the cardiologist, Dr. Patrick Cargill, at the hospital. You had the Minister of Health on your radio station yesterday, and my concern was not mentioned.
That is true. I regret it. I was so overwhelmed. It slipped my memory. Please forgive me.
And?
I hope to bring him back because your question deserves him being right here on TV so that it can be put to him publicly.
So, are you telling me when he comes back on your radio station, your listeners would be able to call in with our questions?
Well, yeah, you would be able to. I didn't accept any questions yesterday because I thought his position was so philosophical. There were certain specific messages that I needed him to get out, principally that if there were qualified Bahamian nurses, they needed to apply because I was inundated by a number of female who told me that they were competent, they were trained nurses, they had no means by which they could make the necessary connection with either the public hospital authority and or the Ministry of Health or the minister. And so there was an opportunity to, but your point is well taken, and I still is going to send him a WhatsApp on your matter.
I hear you, sir, and with all due respect, I hope and pray that whenever he is on your station, we are given the opportunity to ask the Minister of Health a few questions. And one of them is, when are we going to have a cardiologist? Not everybody can afford to go to a private cardiologist.
Is Dr. Dwayne Sands a cardiologist?
Yes, he is.
Are you aware that he is a consultant at the government's own Princess Margaret Hospital?
Sir, that is what you saying. We need confirmation.
No. I'm telling you. When Dr. Minnis was Prime Minister and Dr. Dwayne Sands stepped down as the minister responsible for health, former, now Prime Minister, but former leader of the opposition, Philip Ray Davis, it was he who moved or seconded the motion that permitted Dwayne Sands to get the consultancy.
So how can you tell me, how can I get in contact with Dr. Dwayne Sands?
Yes, he has a clinic right here on, you know where Immigration is?
Yes, sir.
If you're coming down Immigration Hill, heading towards Shirley Street,
yes.
Roughly 250 feet before you reach Shirley Street, he is on the western side of the road. All right, that is where his office is. You can go there, you can make an appointment in his private capacity, and or you may go to the government-owned Princess Margaret Hospital and make some inquiries. If you're unsuccessful, then you can go to the public hospital authority and ask them, how can you reach and make an appointment to see the government consultant, Dr. Dwayne Sands?
Okay, sir, I'll take you at your word. But you would be hearing from me if I'm not successful.
You are welcome, and if that doesn't work, then all you have to do is to wait until you hear we are having an F&M council meeting, and you just stand up outside the headquarters, and when he would have finished, you just say to him, Dr. Dwayne Sands, I know this is political, but I need to talk to you for a few seconds, and take it from me. He talks to everybody. He's the people's doctor, okay?
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
well. All right.
All right, take care. Welcome to Freedom House Call. You're live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Munger. Good afternoon, Scriptural Advice. How are you?
Yes, ma'am. You're doing well. Thank you.
I heard earlier in the show, it was said, I believe, that the Member of Parliament from Mount Moriah, Michael Barnaby, was rated number what?
My spiritual advisor rated him.
No, I did not.
So who rated him as number one?
You did.
I
think you showed a video of him cleaning up some stuff.
Yeah, but did I give him a rating?
You said something. It wasn't me. It was you who said that.
It was said he was rated number one. I was calling to find out what was the criteria.
I do recall it being said that he was rated number one, but I wasn't sure it was me. I thought it was my spiritual advisor.
No, you brought the information.
Listen to me.
Anyway, the reason.
Pardon me?
The reason I asked the question is because.
Oh, hold on a second, lady. Hold on. There was a Negro man who had called, and he concluded.
Oh, okay.
That
yes.
Michael Barnaby has been elevated to being number one representative. So that was one of the people then.
Oh, as a member of parliament, he's rated number one.
Apparently so.
In his constituency, he's rated number one.
Who's your
I'm
MP?
calling with a concern about how dirty the country is.
What part of the country is dirty?
Okay, if you were to drive along Long Wharf,
Long
right
Wharf.
there, Yeah, where the they have a big dumpster. This is the entrance near
The hotel?
the hotel, right? Just before Nassau Street.
Yeah, I see that dumpster. Yeah.
That is always filthy.
Yeah. You're
It's
right.
full of garbage?
And that comes under Boston Beaches.
Okay.
But also they're responsible for the verges.
Well, in the case of the dump, that would be the Department of Environmental Health. Nevertheless, your point is well taken.
No, it's not.
So you're telling me that McKell Barnaby has them big truck to move garbage?
I don't know who they gave the contract to, but I'm saying to you, that falls under the responsibility of parks and beaches.
Okay then. All right. Well, I'll have a talk with McKell. I have his number, and let me say to him publicly, McKell Barnaby, I didn't know you have them big truck. But would you please go? Where's this garbage?
And then
this is right
eastern
there by
entrance.
Long Wharf.
Yes, the eastern
Go
entrance.
by Long Wharf and order somebody to move the garbage.
And then the verges, Mr. Mungo.
Where's the
drive
verges?
Around.
Tell me where the
Drive
verges
around.
are.
Anywhere.
Thank you, spiritual advisor. You drive around and you will see the verges.
Listen to me. I am trying. Let me tell you why I'm asking you this. There are a number of the people them who need little contract.
Right.
So what I want you to do is, as you find the verges, send me a WhatsApp so I can go to McKell and say, now McKell, here is a lot of verges, and I need you to give some of the people them some contract. Yes.
Regarding another matter, I sent you a WhatsApp twice.
What is that? What is that? What did you send me?
Don't worry. This was about the garbage collection from my mother when I told you she was a senior citizen.
Did they move
and
it?
She was being made to pay for garbage collection.
What area is this?
Show
what area is this?
This is in Destiny Lakes, off Money Through It.
And she has rental or not?
No. But no, let's not get away from the matter though. They have just how Parks and Beaches came out today and they went on Montague and dealt with the bathroom.
Yeah.
They have sufficient people being paid in Parks and Beaches.
Okay.
On the way to work.
Okay.
They need to take note of the garbage, of the overgrown verges, and they can deal with it right there within their department.
Well, I can say that to you, but understand something. The people must draw it to their attention. That's all I'm saying. The people must draw it to their attention.
Mr. Manka, I hear you, but Parks and Beaches still need to step up their game.
Yes,
okay?
I can say that, but I do it. Every time I see something, I draw it to the government's attention, to the person who is in charge. I went into Baintown, I saw something that was horrible. I found the person who was in charge and I complained and they dealt with it. So I'm saying to you, even if you don't send it to the government, identify the place and send it to me, okay?
Well, I'll do that.
Yeah,
Just one last question.
Go
What
ahead.
is the number for the potholes, please?
My spiritual advisor, do you have the number for the potholes?
Now to try and find that.
Where do you have your pothole?
I'll listen to the show because there's a pothole on Prospect Ridge that needs to be addressed.
Now, what part of Prospect Ridge this is?
If you're traveling from the roundabout at Goodman's Bay
Yes.
and you're traveling south,
Yes.
just before you get to the curve,
Yes.
it runs straight across the road and it's getting deeper
And deeper.
and it's getting wider.
Leave that one to me. I shall, at the end of the show, I will call the permanent secretary, Luther Smith. I will draw it to his attention.
Okay, the Minister of Potholes, 357. You want the number?
Yes.
Let's see. Just give me a second. Sorry, 376 0936.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So add it to your that's the hotline. Add it to your cell phone. It's on WhatsApp. Take a photo of whatever it is and send it straight there. 376 0936.
Okay, thank you.
You're more welcome. You too.
welcome,
Take
my
care.
dear.
All right, let's get this on the call. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Special Advisor Roddy Manka.
Sir, is that the pumpkin eater?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
And the wife and couldn't keep her.
Yeah, Marshal, wait for the complaint unit, man.
Yeah.
But that would the government need. But I want to congratulate my government for a wonderful 3 years of performance. And I think that for 3 years, they're doing wonderful.
Name me one good thing that the PLP did in 3 years. Let me hear it.
Well, transforming BPL.
Okay.
Getting ready to further transform Grand Bahama with the airport and the hotel.
Okay.
And transform Abaco, bring Abaco from the dead of the former government and bring them back to life.
Okay.
I know we all travel to Abaco, but Abaco is back. I don't know if you travel to Grand Bahama, but Grand Bahama is back.
Back where?
Back to civilization of the economy.
You been there lately?
I have network stand there, spiritual advisor.
Okay.
I don't need to go try physically.
Okay.
I got telecommunication. Think about telecommunication. The African government was the one who messed up on this telecommunication. That's why a lot of people getting bad service like me and taking so long to fix my service. But if the PLP that privatized BTC, it would have been a better deal. It wouldn't have been a chop-up deal under the Ingram's government. Like BPL is going to be a good deal with the Brady Davis government. You will see a difference between a professional economic deal compared to BTC bad deal under the FNM. I want you to take note of that, spiritual advisor. A better deal.
Thank you so much, Carl.
So on closing, happy anniversary to Brady Davis. Stay tuned, Grand Bahama. Your airport is coming. The hotel is coming. And much more is coming. Yeah. Have a good day. I'm your Pumpkin Eater.
I thank you, Pumpkin Eater. And of course, members of the public, the PLP, every member of parliament, I'm being advised, shall be at the PLP headquarters tomorrow morning. There they're going to have a major breakfast fest. And I'm advised that the MPs shall be serving the breakfast. So you might as well get up bright and early, go down to the headquarters. There's going to be a variety of dishes. So it's powerful. Go ahead, my spiritual
Welcome to Freedom March, Call. You're live.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Mr. Monka.
Sir.
Special advisor.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I like that question. I need Ellen Camp in Freeport. Listen, I like what you said to Pumpkin just now. Where is that?
Yeah, I try to figure out what world do you think you're living in?
My wife's name is Sheila Camp. My grandbaby name is Leila Marie. The birthday, please acknowledge it for me. Happy birthday to both of them. Sheila Camp and Leila Marie.
Okay.
Edwin Camp is my name. Thank you much.
Thank you, Edwin Camp.
You're doing a good job, buddy.
Yes.
Let me do it today, remember? I can see the high up now.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
take
you,
care.
buddy. Have a good one.
You too. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, we got another call. Welcome to Freedom March, Call. You're live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monka, Spiritual Advisor, Shanika here.
Hello,
Real
Shanika.
quick. Right here, sir.
How Trump coming on?
Man, look here, I just want to update you on this.
Let me hear it.
You know, Kamala is doing some things. She said Dave Fonda to go and try and get somebody to sway on Kamala's side. I mean, it's getting really desperate out there.
Really?
Yes, sir. Sending celebrities to your door now.
Really?
Yes, sir. Dave Fonda.
Wow.
Yes, sir. This thing is getting real.
Okay.
And that's telling you something in your camp.
Yes.
Yes, and then the next thing is, okay, I don't know if you got this piece of information about Miss Harris.
What happened?
It's alleged from leading report, this is breaking, that ABC whistleblower allegedly will release an affidavit claiming the Harris campaign was given sample questions that were essentially the same questions that were given during the debate.
Really?
As well as assurance that Trump would be fact-checked and
What?
she would not.
Man, you sure?
Now, you know if that's true, this person, I heard they said a lawyer signed off on that affidavit.
Oh, Jesus.
And in your world, as a lawyer yourself, when you sign on the things, that means it's official, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And she could be prosecuted if that was true. And ABC could be sued.
Wow.
So this thing is getting
Anyway,
crazy, sir.
listen, pray for Trump, vote for Trump, dance for Trump, Trump. Fight. Trump. Listen, folks, be safe, take good care, be at peace with all mankind, and at war with their vices. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the United States of America. God save the King. It's
Have a
powerful.
good weekend, everybody.